Hello, everyone. Welcome to Everyday Prepared. Thanks for watching. I want to do just a quick video here because over the years I've been asked thousands of times about bug out bags. And it seems every 6 or 9 months or so, we get this insurgent in the community of everyone concentrating on bug out bags. And that's all you hear them talk about and things like that. And so this video is in response to a post I saw a couple days ago from a guy, and it was asking about a bug out bag. And he's like, "Hey, it's just I need some information on a bug out bag for myself and a 7 month old." And he also asked about a baby, like a chest type baby carrier. So whenever I get a question like that, when someone comes up and asks me, my first response is number one, how far away is your bug out location? Number two, what type of terrain is it? Now, you see all these posts online, people asking about bug out bags, and they'll have hundreds of suggestions and comments. My problem with all that is they don't know your individual situation. Okay. So that's why I ask those. And here's the thing, if you don't have a bug out location, someplace that you're actively going to, you're not bugging out. You're becoming a refugee. Now, I'll be 100% honest. I have a location planned. I have a little bit of supplies and stuff there ready to go, waiting. However, it's going to take a really, really big issue for me to bug out from my house. And that's because all my food is here. All my tools are here. All my supplies are here. All my stuff is here. And especially if it's a situation where I'm going to have to walk to this location, I can't take all that stuff. So am I just going to leave it behind to let looters and whoever come and take it? No. So if that's the situation, what do I recommend for someone just starting and thinking about a bug out bag? Before you start spending your money on a bug out bag, guys, especially if you're on a budget, um, you only have so much money to spend. Uh, don't start with a bug out bag. Okay. Now, as you're going about your business daily, you know, start looking at places for a bug out where you can go. If you have a relative or friends that live somewhere you think would be better, talk with them ahead of time. Start talking to them, get the conversation going to where they know, hey, if a situation happens where we have to leave our house, we're coming to you. And the same thing, if something happens, you have to get moving, you come to us. So get those conversations going. And if you don't have anything like that, look around. There are prepper groups all over the country. Find one in your area. Start networking with other people who are preparing. If you can network with a couple different families, divide the work up between them. It just makes it to where, as a whole, you can be a lot more prepared. And what a lot of thing people don't understand is if it's a like end of the world, stuff hit the fan type situation, you're not going to be able to survive on your own. You can't do 24-hour security to protect your new location and get all the other work done or sleep for that matter. So you really need like-minded individuals to help you out, and you help them. So that's the first step. Okay. First step, start networking. Find some people you can bounce ideas off of, right? Because all these answers, I see tons and tons of questions on the internet. And like I said, people don't know your individual situation, but they tell you what works for them. Now, some of the stuff they recommend might not have any bearing on you, where you live, or your situation. So just, you've got friends in your own neighborhood, you can bounce ideas off of each other. Go practice bugging out, practice, go camping, and test your stuff out. So While you're doing that, now there are things you can do at your home, and I'll drop some links to a couple things down below. But make your house more secure. Okay, one of the biggest things I see is check your exterior doors, and if you look on the door jamb where your doorknob latches, those little metal plates, take a screw out and look at it. Those screws are only about an inch long. They're only in that little piece of trim. So one thing you can do, even if you live in an apartment building, replace all those screws. Get rid of those little 1 inch screws. Go buy some screws that are 2.5, 3 inches long, and put them back in the same spot. No one will ever know you did that. Okay. And what that does is instead of just being that little screw in that little trim board, it goes through the trim board and into the actual frame of the house. Makes it a lot more sturdy, a lot harder to kick in. Okay. Check your window locks. Now, my windows here, I have little stops. So even if someone can get by the uh, lock on my window and they try to open the window, it's only going to open about 2 inches. If you have those, use them. You know, it doesn't hurt anything. You can't hardly see they're there if you have blinds or whatever on. So do that. They have little alarms. You know, you stick one side on the window frame, one side on the glass. Whenever someone opens your window, it sets off an alarm. Now, that kind of stuff you have to be home for, but look at their security systems. Ring is pretty affordable, and they have motion detectors and cameras and stuff that you can put anywhere in your house, and you can monitor it from your cell phone and anywhere. So, like I said, I will drop some links down below to some of the things I've seen like that for securing your house a little better. And I always suggest work on that stuff. Now, the third and final thing is don't worry about a bug out bag, but get you a bag that you carry with you every day. Call it an EDC bag if you want. It doesn't matter what you call it, but that's stuff that you use every day. Example in mine, I take it everywhere I go. Sometimes I have my work laptop in there. Sometimes I have my laptop, but I have phone chargers for Android and iPhone both. I have a couple medical kits and things. I have a pouch that has just little knickknacks that at one point in time I needed. Uh, Case in point is Carmen had a bad habit of every time we would drive, she would end up breaking a fingernail. And she would always ask, "Hey, do you have any fingernail clippers?" And I was like, "When have I ever carried fingernail clippers?" You know, right? So I don't. And then she'd be like, "Well, what about fingernail file?" Nope, don't have one of those either. So what I did was I went out and bought a little manicure set, and now in my pouch in my bag that I have with me every day, I have a pair of fingernail clippers, I have a pair of uh, a fingernail file, and I have a pair of tweezers in there. And so just start accumulating stuff like that you know, if you're going about your business on the day and you say, "Oh man, I wish I had fill in the blank." Get a fill in the blank, put it in your bag. Carry it with you every day. Now, it's also going to help condition you a little bit to carrying that bag, even though you're not walking probably miles a day or whatever. But, you know, get used to it. Pick it up, put it on your shoulder when you leave in the morning. Go out to your car, put it in your car, take it out of your car, take it into the office, take it out of the office, bring it back home. So you get in the habit of having that bag with you. And you very quickly learn what's just taking up space and what stuff you use every day. And so that gives you a little bit of a head start when you do finally get your location, your bug out location, that, okay, now I need to start thinking about a bug out bag. Okay. So I hope this helps. I kind of rambled a little bit and start going down the rabbit hole on things, but I really appreciate you guys watching. And, you know, check those links out down below. Something looks like it might be interesting for you, check it out. Those links help the channel out immensely. Okay. Also, like the video, share it, um, let everybody know. The more people on here, the merrier. And as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, just drop them down below. And until next time, take care.